10, 21 to 11 now. We're going to be going over to Army. Looks like 90 over 81. TLO has a slight edge in that regard, so it's going to be in how this fight matches up right here. It looks like if the Zerglings can get a good surround, TLO might be in trouble here. Zerglings getting a full surround on the right side. The left side looks like they're evening up with the roaches that are already on the left side. Looks like Gonzo might be getting the best of TLO right here. He's got a lot of Zerglings left. He's got a lot of roaches left. I'm not sure if TLO wants to get on that creep. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. I would stay on the ramp if I were him. It's able to keep the Zerglings from surrounding him, but he chose to continue on in the base. The Zerglings got pretty good surround, and TLO is going to do a little bit of damage to the mineral line before it's all said and done, but Gonzo will be able to clean this up fairly easily. So got some drone kills, got some harassment from TLO. Hopefully he was able to maintain his macro during that time, but Gonzo just a menacing force right now. He has quite a few roaches left over after that battle. Let's see what we have going on the TLO side. So Gonzo has a 10 roach advantage. He also TLO, however, has a huge drone advantage, 46 over 27. 46 of TLO to the 27 of Gonzo. So he's going to have a much better economy. But Gonzo here coming in with a really big force, coming in with his spine crawlers for TLO, being able to hit all those roaches while the queens and the roaches attack Gonzo's forces. And it looks like Gonzo's going to have to pull out. Wow, okay, I'm not sure I agreed with that point of attack there. Gonzo, I'm sure Gonzo felt like he had the advantage after the last fight. But that was just poor placement. You have two queens backing up, in addition to the two spine crawlers. TLO able to drop two more spine crawlers onto that line, and that's just a misclick by Gonzo. Looks like a missed rally point there for that roach. So that was a free kill. Needless to say, we could name that roach Geronimo if we wanted to, but for the sake of conversation, that was a lost roach. So going back to the units lost tab, it's actually evened up again. Gonzo has 100 minerals worth of lost units more than TLO, so it is virtually even in the units lost tab. Looking at the income right now, TLO's pretty far ahead. He's got about 150 more gas coming in, and it's 1380 over 1200 right now for resources. I'm sorry, minerals. So TLO very comfortable with this economy right now, and he does have infestors on the field. He has 3 infestors. That's going to be key, especially if Gonzo brought on more Zerglings. In this case, on the units tab, it does not look like he brought Zerglings. He has 20 roaches, but the infestors are still going to do a pretty good amount of damage. They're going to be able to drop infested Terrans if they want to. I would opt maybe for fungal growth over infested Terrans unless the situation calls for it. Overlord speed actually coming in for TLO, so he's going to be able to get really good vision all over the field because he has a lot of overlords hanging around. So dropping creep here is TLO's overlords in the middle of the field. Not sure if that's going to be doing anything. TLO did take out the gold rock, so he is able to take the gold expansion. So he's starting on a 3rd expansion, and a big battle happening here between TLO and Gonzo. Gonzo does not have, he's got a 2nd spine crawler going up, but other than that, he just has the 1. He does have an evolution chamber down right now. TLO has an overseer right over Gonzo's units, able to see everything that Gonzo's doing, as well as Gonzo also has an overlord ready and virtually right on top of TLO's forces. So both know exactly where each other's army is at this point. TLO deciding to pull back. Again, Gonzo just throwing out this overlord here. Looks like going to be a sacked overlord, because I think these queens are going to be able to get this overlord no problem. I guess it depends on how far TLO wants to venture those queens off the creep. Meanwhile, in the back there are some Zerglings trying to sneak by, trying to get a free look. These roaches are following them in, but it looks like did TLO? Okay, he's going to be able to bring these 4 in. He's going to clean that up no problem. He did lose a roach, but he knows the Zerglings are over there, and he's going to be able to clean that up no problem. So, and roaches at the front of that little crevasse there too. Wow, lots of overlords being just run through Gonzo's base. I mean, oh, a lot of Zerglings too from Gonzo. I'm not. TLO just has so much vision. Let's go over to his point of view here. Wow, that is a lot of vision all over the field. He's got overlords all over near his base. Let's go back to the everyone. And Zerglings did rush through and get to TLO's base. Gonzo able to take out a couple queens here. I don't know if he's going to be able to get any tech structures. It doesn't look like it. These Zerglings they're in trouble. They're in big trouble. A few were able to burrow, so he does have 6 still in there. Meanwhile, going to the production tab, TLO is getting melee attacks and melee armor level 1 coming up right now. Meanwhile, Gonzo is getting missile attacks level 1 and grooved spine. So it looks like he could be doing a tech switch here. He could be going Hydralisk. It looks like that's what he's going to be doing. He's going to be complementing the roaches with Hydralisk, and if you can get the Hydralisk in the back. It looks like, wow, Gonzo actually unburrowing his Zerglings and trying to make them Banelings and trying to get some free kills. And it looks like he did just that on this first mineral line. There's only 4 left. Unfortunately, I missed it. But like I was saying, if Gonzo is able to get these high DPS Hydralisks in the back behind these roaches and get in the right position, this could spell doom for TLO just because, wow, good fungal growth there by TLO. Just the rogue, the rogue infestor just coming through and saying, you know what, I'm just going to drop a few. I'm going to drop a few growths if you guys don't mind. Able to get 2 off. Unfortunately, fungal growth does not do a ton of damage to roaches. And he's also able to burrow, which regenerates their health that much faster. TLO actually coming through the backside. He's going to be able to get a couple Hydralisk kills here. And wow, big battle up front. Lots of fungal growth going down. Gonzo, just impressive force right now. He's got a ton of roaches. And it looks like he's got one attack versus TLO's 1 armor, so they're all going to neutralize out. Both sides are fungal growthing all these roaches, just keeping them in position. And wow, TLO coming through the back with those roaches that we were looking at earlier and able actually to get a flank on Gonzo's forces and just completely annihilates, completely obliterates Gonzo's forces. So wow, let's go ahead and take a look at the army tab here. 158 of TLO to 65 of Gonzo. TLO and Gonzo both have burrowing. They're going to be able to regenerate any roaches that are still remaining after that battle. In Gonzo's case, he has 0 units remaining after that battle. So TLO definitely in a heavy lead right now. Going over the production tab, we do see an Ultralisk Cavern coming in. And you know what? We're not even going to see Ultras because Gonzo says good game. He knows he's beat. He's got about 80, 70 supply difference. And that was just a great ZvZ. TLO able to pull it out. It was kind of like a mirror matchup, mirror composition, but Liquid TLO, as we all know, amazing player, was able to pull it out in the end. I am October. I hope you enjoyed this cast. If you like me, subscribe, and I will check you guys later.